Alright, so welcome to the first skating video that I've done in quite a while. Like I said in my last gaming video, mostly just had to do with personal time and the time that I wasn't investing in skating. I wasn't able to just sit down long enough and work on an actual video for you guys. So that's why you might have seen some shorts and stuff like that, but not any lengthy videos. So I'm hoping to change that going into 2024. I am planning on starting up that birthday skate challenge one more time. I'm not going to do it again after that. Not that it was super overwhelming or hard the first time, but at some point I'm going to run out of trick ideas of stuff to learn. Because when you don't get to skate as often, you're a little bit limited. Your abilities are kind of limited to an extent, and it's kind of harder to do some new stuff. So especially within that span of time too, because the way I did it last time, I was trying to do it by my birthday. So right now, which I don't even remember what date it is. I think it's the 16th right now, Saturday the 16th. But my birthday's on March 12th. So I'm gonna have 3 months to do it. Which I think before I started it slightly later and had 2 months. So I still made it work, but it was kind of hard. So I'm thinking going into January, we're gonna start back up on that. So there's gonna be a mix of content. I'm gonna be still doing the gaming videos, but we're also gonna do some skate videos as well. So we're gonna have it kind of diverse, and then I might throw some other stuff in the mix too, because I have some other ideas. Wow, fucking slurring my words here. But I have some other ideas of stuff I might try to throw into. Mostly with this channel, when I introduce the gaming into it, my intention is not to try to be a big gaming YouTuber or anything like that, or just a skater. I want to start bringing in just general interests to this channel, stuff that makes me feel good, and as much as I'll probably still throw some other random stuff too, I think my biggest thing is I want to turn this channel into stuff that's literally embodying who I am as a person and what I've been into for the longest time, stuff that I've been into since I was a kid. So yeah, we are doing gaming videos, even though they've just been mobile games. It's just been the easiest one to do. But down the road, if I can, I want to do console gaming, because I want to do playthroughs of all the Halo games I've got, the Resident Evil games I've got, because it's all stuff that's been part of my life that's made me feel good, and it reminds me to still feel like a kid at times and not take life so serious. So I think that's what we're gonna do with this channel. But yeah, we're gonna have some fun in my basement for a minute, because if you guys saw my last gaming video, I mentioned that my right ankle is kind of feeling a little fucked up, and I still don't know what I did, because I didn't do anything out of the ordinary. I literally was trying to film something street. I went to flick a kickflip. After doing it for probably an hour straight, went to just flick a kickflip, and then my tendon felt really fucked up. Which is I'm still fine right now, but if I 100% guarantee if I flick a kickflip right now, it's gonna hurt like hell. Don't know why. But if I do a front shove or pop nollie or try a switch flip, I'd be fine. But something about flicking my right ankle is just not working right now. But yeah, let me kind of show you guys what I'm working with down here and show you guys a couple small things too. Because like I said, I do want to add some other stuff to this channel. So let me show you guys some of that stuff real quick. Okay, so the things that we're going to be working with in this video, I have my wedge that's right here. It's not a very big or steep wedge. Let me see if I can get a better angle of it. It's actually, you can kind of see, not very well, but there's I think it's a 2x10 that's under there. So this is propped up just slightly. And then I have a curb sitting here, or a parking block, which it's that composite material, for decking and stuff, which somebody from a church was on Facebook Marketplace and was selling a bunch of these. I'm not even joking. There was pallets of these. But I guess they were just trying to do renovations for their church, and they were just trying to get rid of these. So they were trying to sell them as bundles, because I'm sure they were assuming that people buying were gonna be using them for properties, but they were fine with selling it individually too if that was the case. So I bought 2 of these for $25 a piece, and it's a 6-foot long parking block. The only thing that does suck is it's not super tall. So if I set my board on here right now, let me see if I can get it to sit in a perfect board side position. Get out of the shadow too. So you can kind of see it's low. So if you barely rock to one side or the other, on a board side, you're gonna hit the ground. But it slides very well, and if you're like me where I use deck rails, it's gonna... This one's a little sticky because it's been in my basement. But yeah, that's the 2 things we're probably gonna mess around with too. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else really. What the hell is this from? Oh, never mind. I know what that's from, but we're gonna toss it over there because fuck it. But the other thing I want to start just for fun, and it's not gonna be an all the time thing because I don't know how you guys are about it. But one of the things that I've also been into since I was a kid too was fingerboarding, which obviously starting out with tech decks and doing that for years. Let me fix my phone on my tripod here. But yeah, I've been doing that for so long, and every so often I'll still do it. And I have a couple of actual wooden fingerboards too. And a couple of years ago, I was trying to build a mini ramp because some of the mini ramps you can buy like Black River are for somebody like me where I'm already. I mean, yeah, I work a full-time job, but I have a wife and a daughter. I got bills, groceries, all that shit. That can be expensive trying to buy a fingerboard mini ramp, especially when you're not going to use it as often as something as like I would for skateboarding. So I was going to start building one, and this is about as far as I've gotten. So let me move this extension cord so you can like see it. Throw in my pile of tools that I got over here. But yeah, it's decent size, and I built like a little extension. So I've got it like most of the way done, and I couldn't find any small like round pieces for the coping. So I've got these like little square metal bars that I wanted to use. So basically whenever I get around to finishing this finally, because this thing's been sitting down here for over a year like this is as far as I ever got. But yeah, this is basically going to be the coping. It's just going to be like a square bar, which I mean, it's whatever. But yeah, and I can't remember if these are like 12 inches. I don't remember what this is, to be honest. And I don't think I have a tape measure down here to check that. Or actually, never mind, I do. So just to give you guys a quick little idea here, in case you want to try to build one for yourself like this. So, okay, so the whole thing's 2 foot wide. And I think the smaller section, smaller section we did just about 6 inches, and the taller section we did almost 10. So at some point I'll finish this. The problem I ran into and why it's been sitting down here like this for so long is I haven't been able to find a surface to put down on that one is thin enough that I can flex it to be able to attach it down. And two, finding something that's not too thin to where it's going to snap if I try to put a screw in there. So for example, I bought these sheets to do a while back because I figured they're thin enough, and you can see like if I do this, fuck that bar. So like if I put it down like that, it flexes perfect for the transition. And you can see I've tried to put some screws in there, but here's the example. So depending on where I was putting the screws in, it's so thin that you can literally crack the whole fucking piece that easy. So I'm still kind of like at a standstill with that because I don't know, because like I could probably wood glue it, but I feel like I don't know if I don't have something to keep the pieces weighed down to be able to like literally keep them stuck, like to keep them down like that long enough. So I don't know. And I've had half the stuff for way so long anyway, so I can't return it. But yeah, whenever down the road I can finish this, we'll have a fingerboard mini ramp. And I want to try to bring in some fingerboarding videos to this channel too for fun, because I know some people are into that. And like I said, this channel is going to eventually be an embodiment of things that I've been into since I was a kid that still make me feel good to this day, and they're just fun. So we've already had skateboarding videos and still going to get them. We're still going to get the mobile games, and hopefully down the road we'll get console and PC games. Because I did find Streamlabs to get on my laptop, but I got to get a better computer because the quality still ends up kind of shit with some of the games. So I don't want to record like shitty gameplay where it's like laggy and bad. So we're holding off on that for now. And then we'll throw some fingerboarding stuff in. And then from there, I don't know what other kind of content we're going to do. So if you guys are interested in this stuff, just, keep an eye out for it. Because, I mean, the gaming and skateboarding is more predictable. And we'll definitely do the fingerboarding ones. It's just the console gaming I have no idea when that's going to be a thing. And before we get this session going too, so this will probably be my last main session on this deck. So I've gotten some comments from people before that gave me shit because I ride for Punisher Skateboards. Seriously, if you really have that big of a problem with it and you're having issues with it, it's like, why the fuck does it matter? let me just say something really quick here. So if you really don't like Punisher, like if you've skated the boards and it's not for you, whatever. Because like I've had companies that like I've skated their boards and like it just wasn't for me. Like I've tried. Like I know one like way before I skated Punisher, I think there's like an anti-hero deck. I wasn't big on the concave on that. Like somebody I know was, which I didn't realize he skated a smaller board. He skates a size 8 and he was trying an 8.125 anti-hero board. I'd never skated anti-hero, mind you. But something with like the general shape and the concave I wasn't into. Like certain tricks were cool. Like I learned switch front nose slides like on ledges because of that shape, and now I can do them. But overall it wasn't for me. So, but the thing is like I tried it, I wasn't into it. So like I'm just gonna say like I'm not gonna sit here and say anti-hero sucks and like shit on it. It's just not for me. Like I'm not into it. And like other companies, like as far as like image goes, like I'm not really into the images, so I didn't skate them. Like examples of that are stuff like DGK, or I'm trying to think of some other ones. Like there's probably been some other ones too, but like because like I go off of stuff that like I'm into the images of it, and I'm not like, I mean literally I'm wearing a fucking Cannibal Corpse shirt, which I mean, but that's the big thing. It's like if you're not into something because it's not your style, I respect that. But don't go hating on something and talking shit just because somebody else is not about it. If you know what I mean. Like literally like I was iffy. Like I liked the concept of Punisher and I was iffy on it for a while, so I wasn't giving in right away. I didn't get into it because I was pressured, anything like that. I started skating these boards because I waited a while and I watched a lot of videos of the riders who were on the team at the time. I was watching them skate. Like I was watching them actively skate the boards. And I looked at it as like, if they can skate and do things that I would do on a board and they work well, then that's proof to me that the boards work and I'm gonna give it a shot. And then it came down to it, and I basically, after a while, I just said screw it, because there was another company I had tried, and I'm not gonna name names, and I know a couple people that skate for the brand and one that's actually a pro for the brand. So like, cool for you guys. I mean, if the boards work for you too, then that's totally sick. Like, good for you guys. They're not for me though. I learned that the hard way. I actually snapped from the same brand 2 decks in a week. And I rarely break boards, mind you, but I snapped 2 decks in a fucking week on flat ground. And let me kind of show you where, like, on this board, the spot where one of the breaks was, because it'll, like, you guys would probably be like, what the fuck? So basically, where it broke on that brand's deck, and I'm not kidding, I still have the picture somewhere, and I might eventually like show somebody that stuff too, because I know I went to like a shop or like a hobby store to get a board that I needed right away like a long time ago, and I showed them the picture, but there was legitimately a crack, like not like a stress crack like you get normally, an actual break from here down to the truck, like a full split there. And I've never had that, and that was on like my second board out of 2 in that week. So after that, like I stopped skating those boards. But my point is, like, even though I did that, like, it might just be me. It might be the way that I skate. Maybe I put too much pressure down, something. But those boards were not for me. They clearly work for other people, so that's sick. Like, but for me, like, you know, I hate seeing all the hate comments about Punisher, because it's like, I feel like a lot of people just hate on him because they see things or hear things and they just want to go with the trends, or they just go for whatever other people are saying without actually giving it a shot themselves. But let me just say, like, I've been skating these boards for almost 3 years now. And the first year I was skating these boards, it was because I wanted to skate them, to try them out. And after I skated 1, I literally skated 3 more. And that was before I even got the opportunity to ride for them. So that's why I'm saying, like, there was no pressure or persuasion or anything like that by anybody else. That was my own free will, and still my own free will, to skate these boards. And I skate these boards because they work. So even though you might think they look weird, or like other people might say they're whack, and you know, you're kind of just going with them and agreeing on it, unless you've actually skated this board, like if you skate one of these boards and it doesn't feel right for you, then that's understandable. But if you've never even touched one of these, how can you talk shit? Because the thing is, it's like, yeah, the shape looks a little bit different because of their A-frame shape, which I'll have to show you guys before I end the video. I'll show you guys what my next setup's gonna be after this, because this one's worn down. I've been skating this one since like August, or actually since like September, but this one's like really worn down. So you can see like I got a lot of wear and tear, like getting a razor tail. But I'll show you guys like what like a fresh one looks like. Like I haven't even skated it. Like I threw grip on it. I gotta take these wheels off, because I'm leaving this setup as it is. I'm probably gonna put some other old wheels on this one and keep this as a setup for if I'm skating like a really crusty spot or something wet or involving water. And then the other setup will be like my normal setup. But yeah, let's get into some skating and just kind of cruise and have fun. We're gonna skate this board. I mean, not really skating one last time. I'm gonna keep it as like a backup for sketchy spots, but at least as like my standard board, we're gonna skate it one more time. But we're gonna start off just doing random stalls on here, because I don't know what to do with this session, to be honest. Because basically, for however long until my daughter wakes up is how long I've got to skate. So that could be in 5 minutes or in 20 minutes. So we'll see. And it doesn't look like she's budging at all, so I think we're okay. The nice thing is, with where the basement's at, she's like probably like 20 feet that way, but like 2 floors up, because we have a 2-story house. So we're far, like I'm far enough down that I don't think she hears any of this, which is nice to be able to get away with this. But I'm wondering if I can somehow put this way as like a blunt and then bring it back in that way, like just for fun. I'm sorry if this is not any exciting skating, but let me put it this way. If I stand upright perfectly like this, I've got maybe like 5 inches before hitting the support beams for the ceiling. So like I can't do anything high popping. I have to like literally think about crouching low for everything. So it's kind of hard to skate like I normally would. So that definitely makes it more challenging skating down here. So I know you guys can't see it as well, but it's not as easy as you think to skate down here. So that's why I kind of have to do simpler tricks or creative stuff to make up for that. Yeah, I'm wondering, let me just set it up on the side here real quick and try it. Because that's the thing, because I know I've done before where I've done like a blunt and I brought up like a grind, but can I even... Yeah, I don't know, that one won't work. Let me try pop shove it. Okay, I just gotta do it quick like that for me to do it. She's moving around a little bit, so we'll see. I might only get a few more tricks in. The only thing I do hate about skating down here is if I was anywhere else, that would, like, I would have, for one, I'd actually pop shove it, and it would have been first try. But because I have a really short basement with a narrow ramp, it's scarier and harder. The ramp itself's not very wide, so I have to like do it just right to stay on the ramp. Okay, well now that a simple pop shove it took so long, I don't even know what to do what next. And she's actually waking up, so I could probably do like maybe 3 more tricks. But just for fun, I've done it before, so it's not anything new. But I'm just gonna tail drop off of this. But let me show you guys something real quick. So if you really want to see how short this basement really is, so here's the ramp. I'm actually gonna go back far. So there's the ramp, the ledge up there, and that's my board standing upright on that ledge. So if I do this, so you guys can kind of see the height, and let me just go ahead and get the angle set up too then while I'm at it. Yeah, that'd be a decent angle. So, yeah, like here I am next to the beam, and it's literally like that far from my head. So like, when I'm not lying when I say it's hard to skate down here because you don't have a lot of head space and like room to go up and down. So yeah, it's not the easiest and most ideal place to skate. But if it's like snowing outside and I can't get out anywhere and I don't have time to go out anywhere, this is the most convenient thing I have, which in a way sucks, but it also helps maybe a little bit of a better skater because I can kind of adapt and skate different stuff because I'm comfortable with like bending down and skating tighter spaces or something. I don't know. But let me just get up here real quick and we'll do the tail drop. Well, I hit my head on nails or anything. That was sick. Now let's do a switch. If I can figure out where to grab. Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna move this parking block. I'm gonna try to get a couple slides on that somehow. And that is where we will end this video. So yeah, there's not gonna be anything super exciting skate-wise. This is just kind of basically reintroduce skating back into the channel since I haven't gotten to make a real skateboarding video in quite a while. All right, so this is the setup of choice right now. Now I've done something like this already before, but I had it moved to the right side. So I was coming up and doing like backboard up and coming back in. I did backboard up to frontboard back down. I think I've even done something where I rolled up fake and then popped onto a front board and came down. So now that we have it to this side, I'm gonna try to come up and like turn backside and come into a board side. And we'll try to do that to forward and to fakie. So let me get my angle set back up here again. All right, let's see how well this works out. I don't think it should be that bad, but we'll see. I don't know why that feels scary with it on this side. I don't know if it's because I got this table here or what. But we'll see. That's a little scary for a short basement. Okay. So I think to wrap up this video, I'm gonna do like I don't know what you would call it, because you're jumping into a front board, but you're technically backboarding down. So we're gonna do the slide coming down. I'm gonna do one going to forward, and then we're gonna try to get one going to fakie, and then that's where we'll end it with this. But let's go ahead and get it. Well, let me do this real quick. You know, this is probably the worst idea. Like, in all honesty, it's probably the worst idea to try to do this. Closer. I think if I commit, like I know it, I commit to one, I'll be fine. It's just getting that first one under my belt. Oh, okay, we committed. I just gotta bring it over a little bit. That's the only thing, like, if I kick it wrong, it's gonna push the whole block off. Oh, okay, we got it. We got it. Like, Like, this thing is so dry, like, I use deck rails, but it's still, like... So I think I just gotta figure out how to sit on it just long enough to where it starts. Then I'll be fine. Like, once it goes down, I'll land it. It's just holding on long enough to do the slide. Right there! I leaned too far that way. Coming down. Fuck. Okay. I know I said I would take it to fakie too. I'm gonna save the one going to fakie for another time. Maybe a time where I'll bring my wax down here to wax this to make the slide a little bit easier. Because getting into it's not hard. It's the fact that you're basically going from stationary and that thing's kind of dry. So even with deck rails, it's not just going on its own. I have to like hold it for a minute until that momentum starts going to take me down. I hate the way that I did that. I want to try to clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I felt like I was really stiff when I came off the end. So I just want to try a couple more. Alright, so that took longer than I wanted to, but we did it twice and I did a clean one. So I'm gonna get some stuff kind of put away and then I'm gonna show you guys that fresh Punisher deck really quick. Okay, so this is what a fresh Punisher deck looks like. I have not skated this yet. This is how it looks from the top. So you can see it's got the same shape on the tail and the nose. So it's almost symmetric. It's pretty close. And the concave is not too far off from a normal popsicle shape either. So I still have to put on the wheels. Then I'm gonna take off the other board and put some deck rails on. But yeah, this is completely fresh, not skated yet. And this is what they look like. And they're actually really good quality boards too. And one of the things that's cool too, so you don't see it in pictures and videos really well. And I'm gonna try to see if I can show you guys. So they call it the A-frame because they have the shape on the nose and tail. And there's kind of an A-frame on the rail of the board too, like on the side, which it's kind of hard to like, see it. I wonder if I can show you guys with the tail. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So it's not like perfectly rounded over like regular popsicle shapes are. But like, if you're comfortable with a pop shape and you're willing to give these boards a try, like they're pretty comfortable to get used to. Like once you're used to them, they're pretty comfortable. Like I literally skated these boards for a year before even getting sponsored by them. So I mean, if that tells you if you're willing to give something a try and you're into it, like you'll actually be happy you tried them if you're into it. But yeah, I just want to kind of show you guys because yeah, my current setup is like so beat up, you can't really see the details on it. But yeah, this is what you guys could be trying. And this is the board, well, not like the exact board, but these are the boards that for whatever reason, a lot of people seem to hate on, even though they haven't clearly skated them before. So how would you know? So yeah, that was this little video of skating since I haven't gotten to a real like YouTube skate video in quite a while. And yeah, I'm sweaty because it wasn't a super hectic session, obviously, but my basement does actually get kind of warm. So it works out in the winter actually. So even though it's a tight space, it's never cold down there. So I could skate down there in like 20-degree weather outside and I could skate down there if I wanted to in shorts and a t-shirt. Like that's how warm it gets down there. But yeah, that was my fun little session. And if you guys do want to give Punisher a try, and I'm saying this with all honesty too, like I'm not trying to sound like I'm pushing it because yeah, I ride for these guys, but like The reason I try to spread the word with these guys is because their boards are actually good. They're legit. I wouldn't skate them if I thought they were shit. And I think a lot of people seem to think that. They're like, oh, well, you're just sponsored by them and getting boards, so of course you're going to talk good about them. I was talking good about them before I even got sponsored, man. Like, come on. But yeah, if you guys do want to try them out, the link for their online store will be in the description. Now, they are going to be working on updating their website too, so it's going to have a different look. There's talks about getting new graphics and stuff. So what you see on the site is not everything. There's only going to, like, that's not all there is. There will be more coming, some new stuff. They are working on it. I don't know how long it's going to be, but there is talks about it. So just keep an eye out for that and just expect that at some point there's going to be some new designs and a new updated website. So you can see like all the team riders, including myself. You can check out apparel. Like on the setups that I'm using right now, I'm using Punisher trucks too. So you can pretty much get everything for a complete setup through Punisher if you really wanted to. And they sell just up grip tape. But if you guys do want to check them out, right now, if you follow them on social media, you can search for Punisher Skateboards on like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Right now, they're doing a holiday sale that will get you, I believe it's 20% off. My mind's really fuzzy right now, so I kind of feel stupid for not remembering that off the top of my head at the moment. So you can get that discount. It's a discount code you get to use for the month of December. And if you guys end up checking them out and you want to try their stuff and it's already been past the end of the year, you can use my discount code BESKATE. That will get you right now 15% off. So not too far off. You still get a good deal. And if you're within the US, you actually get $5 shipping flat rate. So you're not spending a whole lot on shipping and you get a discount on your purchase. So not only that, like the boards aren't overly expensive. And that's one of the things that kind of kills me too when people talk shit. It's like, you know, with wood price and stuff going up, well, I mean, from what I can see, they definitely went up. I don't know if they still are because I haven't had to purchase anything like that in a while as far as like lumber or boards or anything like that. But I mean, with prices going up, like I remember when decks, you could get them for like 50 to 60 bucks max. And now they're like, some of them are like 70 to 80, which I'm not hating. Like it's what you have to do with the way the industry and lumber and everything and, you know, the way the world is, especially after COVID. But like Punisher boards are still 50 to 60 bucks. They're professional quality boards, 50 to 60 bucks, and you can get a discount on top of it. So, I mean, why not give it a shot? Worst case, you don't like it. But I mean, hey, if you try them out and you're into it, you might have just found your new favorite brand. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me in this. And there probably won't be any more skateboarding related videos for the rest of the year. 2023, I mean, because obviously we're gonna start some new shit in 2024 where I'm gonna try to do, if I can, regular session videos, but then do the birthday challenge videos on top. But at least for 2024, 2023, yeah, my mind's so fucked up right now. But as far as 2023 goes, this will probably be the last skating upload that I do. But we're still gonna continue on the game. So we're still gonna play The Walking Zombie 2, Dark Riddle, and then depending on how quick I go through those, there's going to be another game that I found through Instagram that I'm going to try after one of those. So whichever one ends first, we'll end up starting another game. But with that, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.